Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we're gonna do another comics haul. Be another short one. We'll just jump into it. Start with more newer or more recent type comics. Then I got a couple of back issues. So first one I've got Captain America: Symbol of Truth, number 10. This is the Sam Wilson Captain America. I think the series has actually ended already. This was actually pretty interesting. There was some nice art here and there. They had some interesting stuff with kind of espionage, foreign policy stuff with Sam. First arc had to do with him dealing with, Wakanda, and kind of an interesting thing about Black Americans versus Black Africans and the sort of relationship the different groups have towards each other. This one is leaning towards the White Wolf character and also the Nomad character who was Steve's adopted son from the Brubaker run, I believe. So some fun stuff, interesting stuff. So all right, be interesting to fill out that. Let's do it this way. Uh, Wasp number 4. So this is Janet Van Dyne and Hope Van Dyne. Or no, not Hope Van Dyne. Nadia or Nadia Pym. Anyway, it's the it's Janet Van Dyne and the teenage Wasp kind of teaming up. Stories kind of connecting the dots together towards Jan's old past and bringing recent events all kind of together for a pretty interesting story that connects again Jan to the old continuity with the Hope continuity. And okay, it's not groundbreaking or earth shattering or anything like that, but it's a fun comic. All right. Silver Surfer, Ghostlight. It basically feels like it's an introduction to this character here, who was like this minor character in the very first Silver Surfer run, who like died at the end of that story, and now they're bringing him back as his own type of hero. Kind of feels like almost like what they used to call on TV a backdoor pilot. So, we get to meet him, his family, his nieces and nephews, his mom, and all that sort of thing. Some AIM villains. So that's cool. Um, I kind of get the feeling, though, we'll see him for this story. Who knows if Marvel will use him again in anything. So, all right. Uh, all right, so this is Avengers number 1. So this is the latest, I don't know, restart of the classic Avengers. Haven't read any of it. I've seen some of the interior art. Looks like it might be fun, hopefully. So here's number 1. And number 2, you kind of have this sort of classic lineup with the, kind of old timey characters. You got, Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther, Wasp, Vision. Here's Carol Danvers. You got Captain America, but it's the Sam Wilson Captain America. So this is almost like an 80s, 90s like lineup. You know what I mean? But all right. This is Avengers War Against Crime. This is one of the variants, one of the cheaper variants. I got this because this has got some Alan Davis art, and I guess the premise is supposed to be it takes place during the old days, the early days of the Avengers, like during the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby days, and they get into some sort of thing where they have a war against time, I guess. All right. So, fine. And Jeff Lemire, Black Feathers, along with art by Andrea Sorrentino. All right. Fun little. Well, so far, we're only getting to it's kind of a little mystery, suspense, horror type thing. I guess this ties together with this larger Black Orchard horror universe. So I'm slowly getting into it. I know some of the comics have been out. The first trade, I think, is out, or the first arc of this is out already. There's There's the other thing that's out, Phantom Road or whatever. So eventually I'll get to that. So, all right. Okay, catching up on this series that ended a year or two ago. So this is another horror series. This is Basilisk number 10 and Basilisk number 9. Okay, and this is and this is the next. I should have showed this before. This is Captain America: Symbol of Truth. This is 11. Yeah. Okay. So this should have been with this. So here's 10, and then here's 11. And this is a guess. This looks like it's Alex Ross. All right. Okay. All right. And now just a couple of fun back issues. We got Master of Kung Fu 46. I'll have to look it up. I can't tell who did this cover. It looks like maybe it's Dave Cockrum. Maybe I'll look it up. But if I had to guess, maybe that's who it is. I think this is Dave Cockrum. Possibly. It could be a few other people though. It could be like Keith Pillar or somebody like that. But all right, pretty cool. 1970 something. 30 cents. It's probably 76 or something like that. All right. Blah, blah, blah. All right. And then finally, Reagan's Raiders number 2. This is covered by Rick Buckler. Covered by Rick Buckler, who was an old school Marvel artist from the 70s. Okay. Interior art script by Monroe Arnold, Keith Royster, Rick Buckler, and Scott Gladfelter. It sounds like might be a pseudonym or something. All right. Okay then. Gary Brodsky is giving away trade secrets. How to publish comics. I think this was like back in the old days of the. This has got to be 80. What? 87, 88, 86. So this is right at the what they call the black and white explosion, where right after Teenage Mutant Ninja this was a hit. There are tons of people put out these black and white self-published comics, and some of them were like sincere efforts, however good or bad they were, and some of them were just like people just dumping stuff out there on the market, hoping to get a random hit or whatever. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a good day. Thanks.